Hey everyone, we're back once again with me, your boy, CPG 101 Eric, and I'm here to give you as many tips and pointers as I can in the consumer packaged goods industry, aka CPG. Today we're going to talk about one of the most underrated yet most powerful ways to grow your CPG brand. We've discussed it before, but we want to discuss it more in depth, and that will be sampling. Yes, giving away your product can actually make you money if you do it right. In this video, I'm going to, of course, break it down by steps, because we do everything by steps, on how you can use sampling to explode your sales and take your CPG brand to the next level. With practical real-world tips you can use starting today, tomorrow, or even this week. Let's jump right on in. Tip number one, sampling is not free. Yes, it is not free. Sampling is not giving away a product. It's marketing, and it needs a strategy. You gotta know where you're gonna go. You gotta know what you're gonna be doing. And every sample has a cost. Before you hand anything out or just willy-nilly start throwing things around, decide exactly what you want and decide exactly what you want to sample and where you want it to go. Is it going to get you good feedback? Is it going to drive first-time sales? Or is it to convince retailers that your product sells fast? Understand what your mission is, your strategy is when you're doing sampling. Because once you know why you're sampling, you can design how you want to sample, how many samples you want to give out, and where and how you want to do it. Meaning where you want to sample, what area, what audience, and what people you want to sample to, so that you can get you a good ROI. Tip number two, target your audience, like I was just speaking about before. Don't sample for everybody, because everyone ain't your customer. Sample for the right ones, the people that you're targeting, so that you can get them to purchase. If you sell a premium granola, don't give samples out at the gas station in a neighborhood that probably wouldn't buy. If you make protein snacks, go where your audience hangs out. Gyms, yoga, studios, Pilates, races, community events. The goal isn't just giving out 1,000 bars or whatever to mouse. It's giving it out to the right mouse who want to try it and will purchase it. 100 ideal customers will do more for your brand than 1,000 just randos just trying your brand. Remember that, please. Tip number three, make it easy to buy after the sample. If you're out there sampling, make it easy so they can purchase. You're not sampling to make people smile. You're sampling to make people want to buy. Yes, buy. I know it makes people uncomfortable to ask for a sale, but that's what we're doing. Every time someone tries that product, they should know exactly where they need to go to get the next bar or the bar that you have right next to you. Make sure you always have that information available so that people can purchase either with you at that moment or purchase at a store. Make sure you always have information, whether it be a QR code or even have given out a promo little code that says 50% off on your first buy, 50% off online, whatever it may be. But you need to have some kind of code or some kind of marketing that allows people to know exactly where they should go buy you, whether you're in the store or you're online. And if you have a QR code that you can give them so that they come to your website where they can get a discount, or put the code in so that you know that they came from meeting you, then that will allow you to be able to track. I went to this event, I used this code, and I got that many people to purchase from me. See, that allows you to track that sample and then see how that sample has turned into a purchase. And that will be your ROI. Tip four, the 2 for 1. Have you heard of it? Some people have, some people haven't. But if you've done sampling a lot, like I have, then you know what it is. And let me explain it. Whenever you sample, bring twice as many samples as you think you need. You're probably like, Eric, why? Why would I do that? Because most people, majority, will take one for themselves and then one for a friend. It never fails. That's not a loss. That's a multiplier. That's a gain, because the second sample is introducing your product to another friend that they may not been there, or husband, or whoever it may be, and that's zero extra marketing cost for you. It's built in word of mouth, so you always got to remember that. Bring twice as many as you expect to bring for your samples. Point blank. Tip 5. Use sampling to convince retailers. Why? Because sampling isn't just for consumers, it's for buyers. We want the samplers to turn into buyers, of course. If you're pitching to a local store or a regional chain, bring samples to every meeting. Yes, let them see it, let them smell it, let them taste it. A great sample presentation does more than any PowerPoint. Everybody knows that. I'm hoping everybody realizes that. Because you're not just telling them you belong on the shelves. You're proving it, you're showing them, and they're allowing them to taste it. That's why it's very important that you keep samples with you all the time. In the words of B.I.G., but the opposite, you need to be getting high off your own supply. Always. Because if you're not the biggest advocate of your own product, which means always having samples to give out to the neighborhood, your neighbors, people you see on a regular basis, or just people everywhere, then how are other people supposed to support your product if you don't even believe in your product to have samples everywhere you go? Think about it. Tip 6. Capturing feedback. We all got to make sure we get that feedback. Now it's important. Every sample is a chance to collect insights. It's a chance to collect what people think. That's why you should use a QR code or a short survey just to ask, hey, what did you like? Would you buy it again? Where do you usually shop for this type of product? That way you can get the background of your customer and see where they're shopping. This feedback will guide your next moves, especially when it comes to flavor tweaks, packaging, improvements, and also anything else. Sampling without feedback is like shouting into the void. You don't hear anything, no one hears you, you didn't do anything, and you just wasted money giving people product. You always want to make sure you get feedback from people so that you understand what you need to improve on, what you need to change, what you need to tweak, or what you need to add in. Tip 7. Create content from sampling, because we all know we live in a content type of world. Sampling events are gold mine for social media content. People like to see that. Film reactions, customer quotes, or just simple behind the scenes footage of you packing and putting everything together. Turn those moments into Instagram, YouTube, TikTok type of shorts or reels that people want to see. People love authenticity. People love people who are authentic. People love seeing real customers try real products. What it does, it builds trust, plus it gives you the content that you need to make your event seem more than just an event, but seem more than life. People want to see what it's like to build a brand. They want to see you build your CPG brand. Number 8, measuring ROI. Like I said before, you can't improve what you're doing if you don't have a measuring stick. That's why it's important that you track how many samples you gave away. That way you know what to pull back, what to give out more, how many website visits you had, how many coupon redemptions you had, how many QR scans you had, or just how many new stores ordered after you had demos. Did the demos help raise sales, or did it not do anything? Simple tracking helps you see which events, which locations, or strategies actually drive sales. You have to keep up with this information, because that's how you turn free samples into data-driven growth that's going to be going back to your company. Because you don't want to be giving out samples and not knowing what works and what doesn't work. Because once you're able to figure out what works and you're able to pinpoint it, then everything else that doesn't work, you're not going to waste time giving samples out to that stuff. You're going to go right to this sample. If sampling in the stores get you triple growth every time, then that's the only sampling you need to focus on. If sampling at the park helps double the growth at that store, then you need to focus on the park. If sampling at the baseball field gets you nothing, we're not going to no more baseball fields, because we need to make sure that every time we sample, we get a return on investment. Number 9, please don't overdo it. Please just don't overdo it. Here's the truth. Not every product is meant for constant sampling. That's just how it is. If you have a high costing product or one that's hard to portion, be selective on where you sample. Focus on small, high impact opportunities that's going to give you big gains. Please remember, every sample should earn its keep. Earn its keep, meaning that every time you sample, every time you pull your product out, you need to be making sure that that sample gets you an ROI in return. And that ROI investment is someone coming back and scanning, someone going to the website, someone giving you an email address, or someone going to that store and purchasing. That is the goal, because we're not out here just giving out free samples just for the heck of it, because that's money coming out of your pocket. We need to make sure that every time someone samples, you, yes you, get something in return, whether it be dollars or whether it be your business when it comes to sign up, email address, or something like that. Please remember that. So, let's recap everything. Know your why, sample to your audience, make it easy to buy afterwards, gather feedback and content, and always measure your ROI. Sampling done right isn't expensive. It's an investment into your CPG business growth. Always please remember that. And like I always say, if this video helped you out, please make sure you like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Leave your comments below. What is your best sampling that you do? And also leave below what's your best sampling story. And please remember, your brand, it deserves more than just a dream. It deserves a strategy. And that's why I'm here. Mr. CPG 101, Eric.